Hi everyone, MJ Klein here. Want to say welcome from Taiwan. Don't have any particular show topic tonight. Um, been really sick. I haven't been on since DaveinOsaka was here. And hey, Gallardo, how you doing? Nice to see you. Always a pleasure. So, I've been neglecting you, and I apologize, but I've been really sick. Been to the doctor 3 times. Been on antibiotics. You can tell from my voice. So anyway, let's do our regular show opener, and we'll get into whatever you want to talk about. We have no particular place to go, as famous musician said. And then we could talk about maybe I'm using the mic with some effects, show you a little bit because well, we made some changes around the studio. I'm not quite ready to show you, but we'll get to that in a minute. See you on the other side.
Are we already started? Oh, I'm right on time to watch Taiwan live TV!
Good evening, good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. It's a little bit after 2300. It's actually 23:25 here, so it's about 11:30 p.m. here in Taiwan. And it was, excuse me, pretty nice day today. Um, Weather was nice. My wife and I were out for a while. Haven't had too much rain, but that's a good thing because, man, I got to tell you, I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. You ever been sick like that with a cold you just can't get rid of? I mean, I was like coughing. I had bronchitis. I went to the doctor and I went to 3 times, so I got 3 different doctors at the same clinic. And the first doctor said, I have a lung infection, but it's okay. Then I went back, and then she gave me antibiotics, and then the last one, he said that I was okay, but it wasn't pneumonia, but it could have been. I was like, holy cow, man. Anyway, thank goodness for the fantastic national healthcare system that we have here in Taiwan, because it only cost me $3 to see the doctor, and the first time without the antibiotics, the medicine was included. Then it cost me another $3 to see the doctor the next time. Then with the antibiotics, I had to add another $3. And then the last time I had to add like about $1.20 or something like that in US dollars. So it's ridiculously cheap. And so for me, it just doesn't make any sense to live anywhere else but Taiwan because I'm an old guy and I have a kid too. So I need it. Anyway, excuse me. I don't have anything set up. I got to tell you, regular followers have seen my studio and what I do. It's torn apart. I have like 8 channels of cabling behind the desk. It's a mess. Kenrod, how you doing? I see a fist bump. I've got like another 16 channels of cabling over there. The Soundcraft Ghost, my 32 channel analog desk is a table right now. It's full of stuff. Nothing heavy, just like cables, and it won't hurt it. Um, I bought another console. It's over here, a 32 channel digital console with moving faders because I'm going to be doing mixes and I need the automation. But the really cool thing is that the console has all kinds of built-in effects. So while I'm using my tube preamp large capsule condenser microphone, I'm running it into the new digital console. And right now I have a noise gate on. I don't have any compression. But for the fun of it, because I can, there are 8 effects bays. It does over 60 different effects. And I have, for example, a stereo enhancer on right now. And I'm also using a chorus effect. Now let me do this. I'm going to take the chorus effect off. Thank you. Thanks very much. This is the chorus effect with nothing on it, see? It's just flat and not very interesting. And as I add the effect, it gets wider and wider and there's more modulation. And so if I even go even wider, you see what I'm saying? If you're listening on your earbuds, it's like out here and there's modulation. If I hold like a steady, like a note, like a singing note, like ah, then you can hear the modulation. So that's what they use in the studio to get that doubling sound. I also have just set up right now. I can do 60 different delays, effects. I've got a stereo delay. Check this out. If I turn the effect sends up, this is what we call a ping pong delay, where it goes back and forth between the channels. Hello, hello, Bernardo. How you doing? Nice to see a fist bump to you. Right now, I have 2 different reverbs. I've got a vintage style digital reverb. Hello. And I have an ambient, just a room. Sounds like I'm in a small room here, so not too big. So if you leave this on, it's kind of like the old FM days, in the 70s, a lot of FM radio stations had some reverb on the jock's voice. If I add that and a little bit of the digital chorus, and I also have on the output a stereo enhancer. And so if I do this, it narrows the stereo field. You'll notice that it's getting closer to the center. And now, this is, of course, only works if you got your earbuds on. And then I'm going to widen it, and all of a sudden it's out, 100% this way. So I like it like this. I'm going to take the reverb off, but I like it like this. So yeah, I'm having fun with the toys. Why don't I do this? I can grab the camera and kind of just like show you a little bit. Let me do this. I don't usually do stuff like this, but let's do this. Let's see if I can. That's it. That's the digital console right there. And see this? I told you there's wires and stuff. I told you it's all torn apart. That's the digital console and my monitors and so forth, and the green screen in the back. So that's what it looks like. And oh. And in future episodes, I'm going to be showing that with a remote camera. It has a built-in 32-channel bidirectional USB port, and I'm working with actually a genius software engineer. And oh my goodness, Betty, how you doing? Nice to have you with us. Wow. And so yeah, we're working on moving fader automation so I can do some mixes. Now the thing is wow, I got a mosquito in here. The thing is wow, how'd you get in here? The thing is it's going to be difficult to live stream on the same machine when you're playing back 32 tracks of digital audio. So I'm going to have to work out some kind of an alternative streaming setup. I have another computer that I think I'm going to dedicate towards that. So you're going west. Where are you going to? Yeah, let us know. Oh, actually, see right here, right there, you can see a little bit of corner of the console. So there it is. Tonight I'm drinking Teachers. Oh, that's cool how the bottle disappears. I like that. Drinking Teachers Highland Cream. It is the only blended Scotch that MJ drinks. So there you go. Yeah, somebody just called me. I don't know who it is. Anyway, so yeah, Yellowstone, Badlands. Well, you're bringing your phone, so I hope that you'll grace us with a live stream. That would be fantastic. Now, I've never been out there. Never been out west. I went to California once to do a job, but I never hang out there. I'm an East Coast guy from the United States. You know, Boston, New York, down D.C. I used to live in Florida. I lived in North Carolina. I lived in Virginia, but never went west. I went to the Midwest, I think, once. My family's actually from Upper New York State, between Buffalo and like Ogdensburg and so forth. So that's cool. Fantastic. We want to see where you're going. We want to see what you see, and that's what live streaming enables us to do. It's so fantastic. You can share your experiences with everybody, and it's just, I think it's a wonderful experience. As you guys know, DaveinOsaka was here a couple weeks ago. Been there 3 times. Wow. Well, it must be good because you're going back a 4th time. I know when I go someplace and I go back 4 times, you know, it's really fantastic. Like I've been to Laos 4 times. I'd go back there 40. I'd go back there 400 times. It's fantastic. So I know what you mean. So, actually, my wife's coming and she wants to ask me a question. So this is live streaming. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll hang on. Let me do this and. Yeah, okay, we'll be right back. Okay. That's how it is. So I guess what I'm saying is if you want to stream, maybe you shouldn't have a studio in your house. But I have a studio in my house because I want to be able to work in my underwear if I want to. Now, don't worry, I'm fully clothed. Okay, you know, you don't have to worry about it. I got my pants on and stuff. But I'm just saying, I do stuff, you know, 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, it's great. Do what you want. Having a studio in your house and having a recording studio in your house is even cooler than just doing live streaming. So anyway, so everybody knows that Dave was here. We had such a fantastic time. You know, I've known Dave, I guess, you know, since the beginning of my Periscope career, probably 3 years anyway. So how do we know? There you go. What is this, truth or dare? That's okay. And so Dave was here, you know, and I've known him a long time since I guess the beginning of my Periscope days. The funny thing is, he and I were talking about this because Periscope actually was released on iOS before it was. Let me tell you, if I didn't have my trousers on, I would not have stood up. That would have been totally inappropriate. So it was released on iOS probably 6 to 8 months before it was released on Android, and I'm an Android guy. And I remember seeing Terry White. He's I guess he's the worldwide Adobe evangelist. He's a very knowledgeable gentleman on Adobe products, and he's got a really nice laid-back teaching style. I really like him. You might want to look him up. He's on Twitch too. Twitch TV, because Adobe uses Twitch TV for tutorials. So I saw him do a Periscope. He lives in the Atlanta area. Just had it set up, camera set up, looking at the sun. taking questions. It was like, wow, this is cool. So I would routinely go back to the Google Play Store and nope, it's not there. Nope, it's not there. I kind of forgot about it. You get sick and tired of waiting and looking. And one day I said, hey, I wonder if Periscope's there. And there it was. I downloaded it and boom, you know. But for me, it wasn't that big of a transition, you know, to use it because I've done a lot of radio. And um, this is interesting. I want to talk about this for a minute. You know, we are entertainers as live streamers, but the the thing is not many of the live streamers actually have a background in entertainment. So I do. And so it wasn't that big of a deal for me to, you know, transition into the, you know, into the, what am I trying to say? To transition into being a live streamer. So there you go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to come on and say hi. And I really appreciate everybody following me. And I feel really bad because I lost a follower this week, as a follower that I really, really care about. And I just want to say to that person, if somehow myself or anybody from the late night family has somehow offended you, I'd like to know, because you can't progress unless you get constructive criticism. And I'd like to apologize if that's happened. We want you back. We miss you. And so does Phoenix. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I'm really not feeling that good. I apologize. And so we'll be back later. Hopefully I'll be back on Sunday and we can have a chat from win-wins, just like the old days. But I have been away so long that I just felt like I was neglecting everyone, and I feel bad. So there you go. Appreciate it. I got to sign out. We'll talk to you later. Thanks very much for joining, and we'll see you next time. Take care.